Today we're going to be making eggnog cinnamon rolls. The original recipe link as well as the measurements will be linked below. And without further ado, let's get into the recipe. In a medium-sized bowl, you want to add your flour, your sugar, and your salt, and you want to give this a whisk. Now we're going to set this aside and move on to our wet ingredients. In a measuring cup, you want to add your eggnog and your butter, and you want to heat this until it's warm, and then you're going to go ahead and add your instant yeast and mix that until it's dissolved. Now you're going to add your wet ingredients into your dry as well as an egg. Once your dough has started forming in the bowl, you want to place this onto a floured surface, and you're going to knead this with your hands for about 2 minutes or until it all comes together into a nice dough shape. Now we're going to set this into a grease bowl covered with plastic wrap, and we're going to set it aside for 10 minutes. Now we're going to move into our filling. You want to add your brown sugar, your cinnamon, your cloves, and your ginger. I'll put the measurements below. I will probably put a little less than what I actually used because I feel like I used a little bit too much, and I just don't want it to be like overly spiced. But once your spice mixture is made, you can go ahead and roll out your dough. I try to like to shape it into almost a square kind of shape. It just makes it easier for when you go ahead and cut the cinnamon rolls. So once it's all rolled out, you want to add your softened butter, and you can go ahead and sprinkle all of your spice mix onto this. Once you've rolled up your cinnamon rolls, you can go ahead and cut them into 1 to 2 inch logs and put them into a greased baking pan so they can rise for around an hour, and make sure they are covered and in a warm area when they are rising. Now we're going to make the eggnog icing to go on top of the cinnamon rolls. I made basically an eggnog buttercream. I would recommend you guys use cream cheese instead of butter, or even just eggnog and powdered sugar. I did it this way because my siblings don't eat like dairy really, so I just used butter instead. But I definitely think it would taste much better if you use cream cheese instead of the butter, or as I said, just literally powdered sugar and eggnog to make a nice little glaze. But it's up to you. This was good as well. And then I'm gonna be honest, I don't love this brand of almond eggnog. There was one other one I tried, but I forgot the name of it, but I'm not a fan of this, I'm not gonna lie. If you are fine with dairy, I will put one on the screen that I love, that I highly recommend that you use for this recipe instead of the Khalifa one. But nonetheless, they still turned out good. Everyone in the house loved them. They literally lasted like 5 seconds. But once your icing is done, you can put them on top of the cinnamon rolls and they're completed. Definitely taste the best warm, especially so the icing can kind of melt all over the cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. But that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you guys like it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you check out my other videos. And if you are interested in cinnamon rolls, I've made like 5 different ones on my channel. Carrot cake cinnamon rolls, sweet potato, caramel, regular, and now eggnog. So you guys can check that out as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.